Hi, everybody. We're the Four Lads.
And we've got some songs picked out to fill the next 15 minutes.
So, stand by, America. Here's your Stars for Defense.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's your Stars for Defense with Ray Block and his orchestra. Yours truly, Jay Jackson. And today, starring the Four Lads. Stars for Defense is presented by this station every week as a public service in cooperation with the Office of Civil Defense. The black and yellow fallout shelter signs can be seen throughout the nation. The shelters are being stocked with necessary supplies. Today, you'll learn about the vital job of training personnel in shelter management and other civil defense subjects. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on one of America's all-time favorite vocal groups, those top recording stars, the Four Lads.
Is it an earthquake? Simply a shock. Is it a good turtle soup or leave a mark? Is it a cocktail? This field of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time, or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of, or is it at long last love? Earthquake, or simply a shock? Is it a good turtle soup or merely a mark? Is it a cocktail? This feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real?
Is it for all night, or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of, or is it at last
At long last, love. The Four Lads, at long last, back with us on Stars for Defense.
You make it sound like a mighty long time between visits, Jay.
Well, it's been about a year between your last Stars for Defense closing song and today's opener.
Well, then, we certainly don't want to wait that long before doing another.
Good. And right now would be just about perfect.
Then here's Mr. Gordon Jenkins, This Is All I Ask.
As I approach the prime of my life, I find I have the time of my life, learning to enjoy at my leisure all the simple pleasures, and so I happily conceive. This is all I ask. This is all I need.
a bit of color for my heart to hold. Stars in the sky make my wish come true before the night has won, and let the music play as long as there's a song to sing, and I will stay younger. I will stay younger. I will stay younger than spring.
Thank you, Four Lads. Time now for a message from your Office of Civil Defense. A house, in the architect's term, is simply a shell for living. But it's a pretty empty shell till you move some food and furniture in. After all, living involves a good deal more than just protection from wind and weather. Well, that holds true with a fallout shelter, too. If this country ever is hit by a nuclear attack, you'll need the shielding of those thick concrete walls to protect you from radioactive fallout. But you'll also need supplies to sustain you until the period of danger passes. Food, water, medical and sanitation kits, plus special monitoring equipment for measuring radiation levels to protect you while you're inside the shelter and to tell you when it's safe to leave it. One more thing is needed, and you'll find that too behind the black and yellow shelter sign. It's leadership by people who are being carefully selected and specially trained to meet the problems of shelter management. Learning how to operate the necessary radiological monitoring and communications equipment, and how to administer emergency medical treatment. The shelter signs are up. The supplies are moving in as rapidly as possible. And now the important thing is to make sure that your local community shelters are properly staffed to meet an emergency. Training courses now are being started in many communities in such subjects as shelter management, radiological monitoring, emergency medical self-help, and civil defense adult education. Call your local civil defense director and learn how you can help. And now let's get Maestro Ray Block up to the microphone with some introductory comments regarding his imminent choice of an instrumental selection. Ray?
All I have to say is it's a pity to say goodnight, especially when you're having fun.
Thank you, Ray. Well, Four Lads, what's new in the world of hit records?
Well, we've got a new record, Jay, and as far as the hit business goes, time will tell.
Well, this might be a good time to tell us what it is.
Better yet, we'll sing it for you.
It's called Mad, 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 Mad World.
It's a mad,
Mad, mad, mad world. In France, the girls wear scanties, but on lamb chops they put panties.
I'm telling you, it's a mad, 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 mad world. A Japanese named Louis says the Chinese hate chop suey. Without a doubt, it's a mad, 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 mad world.
A man who cheats for $1 is a thief, you will hear. If he wheels and he deals and it's millions he steals,
He's labeled a great financier. Don't try to understand it, how it happens or who planned it. Just dance and sing, have yourself a fling in this mad, 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 mad world. When teenage kids look messed up, they will tell you they're all dressed up. That's what they claim in this mad, 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 mad world. A girl who makes you drool, that you call hot stuff, they say cool, that it means the same in this mad, 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 mad world.
a boy can fight for his country and get married, you'll know. He'll have children, of course, and sometimes a divorce.
Before he's permitted to vote. So just be hail and hearty, be the life of every party, for that's the way you should live each day in this mad, 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 mad world. It's a mad, 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 mad world.
For the past 15 minutes, you've been listening to Stars for Defense, a transcribed feature presented as a public service by this station every week in cooperation with the Office of Civil Defense. Today, our stars were the 4 lads to whom we extend our sincere thanks for a fine performance. President Kennedy has said this about civil defense. In the event of attack, the lives of those families which are not hit in the nuclear blast and fire can still be saved if they can be warned to take shelter and if that shelter is available. We owe that kind of insurance to our families and to our country. Now, this is Jay Jackson inviting you to join us next week for some more good music by Ray Block and his orchestra and another famous star on Stars for Defense.
Hi everybody, this is Betty Johnson and I've brought along some music which you'll be hearing during the next 15 minutes. So stand by America, here's your Stars for Defense.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's your Stars for Defense with Ray Block and his orchestra. Yours truly, Jay Jackson, and today starring Miss Betty Johnson. Stars for Defense is presented by this station every week as a public service in cooperation with the Office of Civil Defense. There's a great deal behind the black and yellow fallout shelter signs in your community. The patriotism of your own neighbors is involved. In a few moments, more about the contributions being made to our civil defense program by America's building owners. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome today's Stars for Defense guest, one of America's favorite television, recording, and supper club stars, lovely Miss Betty Johnson.
La, 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 la.
thank you, Betty, for bossa novaing your way over to today's Stars for Defense session.
Thank you, Jay. You must know by now that I always enjoy these visits and always regret that they get to be a little far apart.
Only, Betty, because your free moments seem to be getting farther apart. You've been a very busy lady of late.
Well, Jay, I'm just a working girl, and my work keeps me going from place to place.
Some pretty fine places, too, like New York's elegant Persian Room, where I know you were a tremendous success.
Oh, that was a thrill. Really out of this world.
Uh-huh, just like the song says.
You're clear out of this world when I'm looking at you. I hear out of this world the music that no mortal ever knew. You're right out of a book. The fairy tale I read when I was so high. No armored knight out of a book could find a more enchanted Lorelei than I. After waiting so long for the right time, after reaching so long for a star, all at once from the long and lonely night time, and despite time, here you are. I'd cry out of this world if you said we were through. So let me fly out of this world and spend the next eternity or two with you.
Thank you, Betty Johnson. We'll have more music shortly, but first, please listen to the following civil defense message. The black and yellow sign that marks your community fallout shelter is also the sign of a good citizen. When you walk down the street, when you see that distinctive marker at the entrance to a store or building, it's there because the owner has done something for you. Something important for your family, your town, and the nation as well. By contributing this valuable space for use in emergency as part of the community shelter system, he's performing a patriotic and generous public service. And he does this without compensation of any kind, often at some inconvenience to his business and to himself. And in recognition of this fact, certificates of commendation are now being presented to the more than 41,000 building owners who've already signed licensing agreements to permit this public use of their structures. The certificates carry the signature of the Assistant Secretary of Defense for Civil Defense, Mr. Stuart L. Pittman, and of the state or local civil defense director. And the commendation reads as follows: for outstanding community leadership and cooperation in the national civil defense by providing fallout shelter facilities for the public, thereby increasing the capacity of our country to survive and recover in the event of attack, unquote. We think you'll agree this recognition is richly deserved. But the finest commendation these men could receive is the appreciation of their own friends and neighbors, their own customers and employees. From each of them, and from all of us, they deserve gratitude for good citizenship and for helping to make the fallout shelter sign your sign of community protection. And now, before guest Betty Johnson gives us a sample of her latest recording, here's Maestro Ray Bloch and the orchestra to give us an instrumental break. Ray?
And we'll play Benny Moten's Moten Swing.
Thank you, Ray. Okay, Betty Johnson, it's all yours.
Okay, Jay, and this is a brand new song, and it's called Wednesday's Child.
Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe.
Thursday's child has far to go. When I was born, 'twas Wednesday morn. All my family welcomed me. They gathered round for my first sound, and when I cried, they nearly died.
Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe.
And I know, every day, my whole life long, everything I do is wrong. Wednesday's rhyme keeps following me. I wonder what my end will be.
Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living. Sunday's child is bonny and blithe, happy and gay through life.
One day I met a Sunday child, a bonny, happy Sunday child. How I prayed that he would stay, and when he did, blew right away.
Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child can lose its woe.
And I know.
For the past 15 minutes, you've been listening to Stars for Defense, a transcribed feature presented as a public service by this station every week in cooperation with the Office of Civil Defense. Today, our star was Betty Johnson, to whom we extend our sincere thanks for a fine performance. President Kennedy has said this about civil defense. In the event of attack, The lives of those families which are not hit in the nuclear blast and fire can still be saved if they can be warned to take shelter and if that shelter is available. We owe that kind of insurance to our families and to our country. Now this is Jay Jackson inviting you to join us next week for some more good music by Ray Bloch and his orchestra and another famous star on Stars for Defense.